Today we are discussing question and answers for Splunk IT Service Intelligence Certified Admin SPLK-3002. If you find this content helpful, please like, comment and subscribe. To find the complete list of question and answers, please go to the playlist link provided in the description. What are valid ITSI glass table editor capabilities? Choose all that apply. Option A, creating glass tables. Option B, correlation search creation. Option C, service swapping configuration. Option D, adding KPI metric lanes to glass tables. The correct answers are option A, C and D. Our next question is, which of the following is the best use case for configuring multi-KPI alert? Option A, comparing content between two notable events. Option B, using machine learning to evaluate when data falls outside of an expected pattern. Option C, comparing anomaly detection between two KPIs. Option D, raising an alert when one or more KPIs indicate an outage is occurring. The correct answer is option A. Our next question is, when deploying ITSI on a distributed Splunk installation, which component must be installed in the search heads? Option A, SAITOA. Option B, ITSI app. Option C, all ITSI components. Option D, SAITSI license checker. The correct answer is option D. Our next question is, which of the following describes entities? Choose all that apply. Option A, entities must be IT devices such as routers and switches and must be identified by either IP value, host name or MAC address. Option B, an abstract pseudo-logical entity can be used to split by for a KPI, although no entity rules for filtering can be used to limit data to a specific value. Option C, multi-entities can share the same alias value but must have different role values. Option D, to automatically restrict the KPI to only the entities in a particular service, select filter to entities in service. The correct answer is option D. Today we are discussing question and answers for Splunk IT Service Intelligence Certified Admin SPLK-3002. If you find this content helpful, please like, comment and subscribe. To find the complete list of question and answers, please go to the playlist link provided in the description. Our question is, which of the following describes a way to delete multiple duplicate entities in ITSI? Option A, via CSV upload. Option B, via the entity lister page. Option C, via a search using the del entity command. Option D, all of the above. The correct answer is option A. Our next question is, which capabilities are enabled through Teams? Option A, Teams allow search against the ITSI summary index. Option B, Teams restrict notable events alert actions. Option C, Teams restrict searches against the ITSI _notable_audit index. Option D. Teams allow restrictions to service content in UI views. The correct answer is option A. Our next question is, besides creating notable events, what are the default alert actions in correlation search can execute? Choose all that apply. Option A, ping a host. Option B, send mail. Option C, include in RSS feed. Option D, run a script. The correct answers are option B, C and D. Our next question is, which index contains ITSI episodes? Option A, ITSI underscore tracked alerts. Option B, ITSI underscore group alerts. Option C, ITSI underscore notable underscore archive. Option D, ITSI underscore summary. The correct answer is option C. Our next question is, which of the following best describes a default deep dive? Option A, it initially shows health scores for all services. Option B, it initially shows the highest importance KPIs. Option C, it initially shows all of the KPIs for a selected service. Option D, it initially shows all the entity swim lanes. The correct answer is option D. Our next question is, which of the following are the default ports that must be configured on Splunk to use ITSI? Option A, Web Splunk 8405, Splunk D 8519 and HTTP connector 8628. Option B, Splunk Wave 8089, Splunk D8088 and HTTP connector 8000. Option C, Splunk Web 8000, Splunk D8089 and HTTP connector 8088. Option D, Splunk Web 8088, Splunk D8089 and HTTP connector 8000. The correct answer is option C. Today we are discussing question and answers for Splunk IT Service Intelligence Certified Admin SPLK-3002. If you find this content helpful, please like, comment and subscribe. To find the complete list of question and answers, please go to the playlist link provided in the description. Our next question is, which of the following is the best practice when configuring maintenance window? Option A, disable any glass tables that reference a KPI that is part of an open maintenance window. Option B, develop a strategy for configuring a service notable event generation when the device maintenance window is open. Option C, give the maintenance window a buffer. For example, 15 minutes before and after actual maintenance work. Option D, change the color of service and entities that are part of an open maintenance window in a service analyzer. The correct answer is option C. Moving towards the next question. In episode review, what is the result of clicking an episode's acknowledge button? Option A, assign the current user as owner. Option B, change status from new to acknowledged. Option C. Change status from new in progress and assign the current user as owner. Option D. Change status from new to acknowledged and assign the current user as owner. The correct answer is option C. Moving towards the next question. Which class table feature can be used to toggle displaying KPI value from more than one service in a single widget? Option A. Service templates. Option B. Service dependencies. Option C. Ad hoc search. Option D. Service swapping. The correct answer is option C. Our next question is, which of the following is the characteristics of base searches? Option A. Search expression, entity splitting rules, and threshold are configured as the base search level. Option B. It is possible to filter to entities assigned to the service for calculating the matrices for the services KPIs. Option C. The fewer KPIs that share a common base search, the more efficiency a base search provides, and anomaly detection is more efficient. Option D. The base search will execute whether or not KPI needs it. The correct answer is option B. Today we are discussing question and answers for Splunk IT Service Intelligence Certified Admin SPLK 3002. If you find this content helpful, please like, comment and subscribe. To find the complete list of question and answers, please go to the playlist link provided in the description. Our first question is, after a notable event has been closed, how long will the metadata for that event remain in the KV store by default? Option A, 6 months. Option B, 9 months. Option C, 1 year. Option D, 3 months. The correct answer is option A. Moving towards the next question. Which of the following is the best practice for identifying the most effective services with which to start the iterative ITSI deployment? Option A. Only include KPIs if they will be used in multiple services. Option B. Analyze the business to determine the most critical services. Option C. Focus on low-level services. Option D. Define a large number of key services early. The correct answer is option A. When creating a custom deep drive, what color are services KPIs in maintenance mode within the topology view? Option A, gray. Option B, purple. Option C, gear icon. Option D, blue. The correct answer is option A. Our next question is, which deep dive swim lane type does not require writing SPL? Option A, event lane. Option B, automatic lane. Option C, metric lane. Option D, KPI lane. The correct answer is option B. Our next question is, which of the following items apply an anomaly detection? Choose all that apply. Option A. Use AD and KPIs that have an unestablished baseline of data points. This allows the ML pattern to perform its magic. Option B, a minimum 24 hours of data is needed for anomaly detection and a minimum of 4 entities for cohesive analysis. Option C, anomaly detection automatically generates notable events when KPI data diverges from the pattern. Option D, there are three types of anomaly detection supported in ITSI. They are ad hoc, trending, and cohesive. The correct answers are option B and C. Today we are discussing question and answers for Splunk IT Services Intelligence Certified Admin SPLK-3002. If you find this content helpful, please like, comment and subscribe. To find the complete list of question and answers, please go to the playlist link provided in the description. Which of the following accurately describes base searches used for KPIs in a service? Option A. Base searches can be used for multiple services. Option B. A base search can only be used by its service and all dependent services. Option C. All the metrics in a base search are used by one service. Option D. All the KPIs in a service use the same base search. The correct answer is option A. Our next question is, which scenario would benefit most by implementing ITSI? Option A, monitoring of business services functionality. Option B, monitoring of system hardware. Option C, monitoring of system process status. Option D, monitoring of retail sales metrics. The correct answer is option A. Our next question is, what effect does the KPI importance weight of 11 have on the overall health score of a service? Option A, at least 10% of the KPIs will go critical. Option B, importance weight is unused for health scoring. Option C, the service will go critical. Option D, it is a minimum health indicator KPI. The correct answer is option D. Our next question is, which of the following is an advantage of using adaptive time thresholds? Option A, automatically update thresholds daily to manage dynamic changes to KPI values. Option B, automatically adjust KPI calculation to manage dynamic event data. Option C, automatically adjust aggregation policy grouping to manage escalating severity. Option D, automatically adjust correlation search thresholds to adjust sensitivity over time. The correct answer is option A. Our next question is, which of the following applies when configuring time policies for KPI thresholds? Option A, a person can only figure 24 policies, one for each hour of a day. Option B, they are great if you expect normal behavior at 1 to be different than normal behavior at 5. Option C, if a person expects a KPI to change significantly through a cycle on a daily basis, don't use it. Option D, it is possible for multiple time policies to overlap. The correct answer is option D. Our next question is, What is the main purpose of a service analyzer? Option A. Display a list of all services and entities. Option B. Trigger external alerts based on threshold violations. Option C. Allow analyst to add comment to alerts. Option D. Monitor overall service and KPI status. The correct answer is option C. Our next question is, what is the default importance value for dependent services health scores? Option A 11, option B 1, option C unassigned, option D 10. The correct answer is option A. Today we are discussing question and answers for Splunk IT Service Intelligence Certified Admin SPLK-3002. If you find this content helpful, please like, comment and subscribe. To find the complete list of question and answers, please go to the playlist link provided in the description. Our question is, which of the following is a best use case regarding defining entities for a service? Option A. Automatically associate entities to service using multiple entity aliases. Option B. All of the entities have the same identifying field name. Option C. Being able to split a CPU usage KPI by host name. Option D. KPI total values are aggregated from multiple different category values in a source events. The correct answer is option A. Our next question is, for which ITSI function is it a best practice to use a 15 to 30 minute time buffer? Option A. Correlation searches. Option B. Adaptive thresholding. Option C. Maintenance windows. Option D. Anomaly detection. The correct answer is option C. Our next question is, which of the following items describe ITSI backup and restore functionality? Choose all that apply. Option A. A pre-configured default ITSI backup job is provided that can be modified but not deleted. Option B. ITSI backup is inclusive for KV store, ITSI configurations and index independencies. Option C. KV store underscore 2 join.py can be used in scripts or command line to backup ITSI for full or partial backups. Option D. ITSI backups are stored as a collection for JSON formatted files. The correct answers are option C and D. Our next question is, when installing ITSI to support a distributed search architecture, which of the following items apply? Choose all that apply. Option A. Copy SA index creation to all indexers. Option B. Copy SA index creation to the etc apps directly to index cluster master node. Option C. Extract installer package into etc app directory of the cluster deployer node. Option D. Extract ITSI app package into etc apps directory of search head. The correct answer is option A. Our next question is, Which of the following is a valid type of multi-KPI alert? Option A, score over composite. Option B, value over time. Option C, status over time. Option D, run over time. The correct answer is option C. Our question is, when must a service define entity rules? Option A, if the intention is for the KPI in a service to filter the only entities assigned to a service. Option B, to enable entity cohesion anomaly detection. Option C, if sum for all of the KPIs in the service will be split by entity. Option D, if the intention is for the KPIs in a service to have different aggregate versus entity KPI values. The correct answer is option A. Our next question is, when in maintenance mode, which of the following is accurate? Option A, once the window is over, KPI and notable events will begin to generated again. Option B, KPIs are shown in a blue while in maintenance mode. Option C, maintenance mode slots are scheduled on a per hour basis. Option D, service health scores and KPI events are deleted until the window is over. The correct answer is option A. Today we are discussing question and answers for Splunk IT Service Intelligence Certified Admin SPLK-3002. If you find this content helpful, please like, comment and subscribe. To find the complete list of question and answers, please go to the playlist link provided in the description. Our question is, when changing a service template, which of the following will be added to linked service by default? Option A, thresholds. Option B, entity rules. Option C, new KPIs. Option D, health score. The correct answer is option B. Our next question is, which of the following items describe ITSI deep dive capabilities? Choose all that apply. Option A, comparing a service notable events over a time period. Option B, visualizing one or more service KPIs values by time. Option C, examining and comparing alert levels for KPI in a service over time. Option D, comparing swim lanes values for a slice of time. The correct answers are option B, C and D. Our next question is, what is an episode? Option A, a workflow task. Option B, a deep dive. Option C, a notable event group. Option D, a notable event. Correct answer is option D. Our next question is, which index will contain useful error message when troubleshooting ITSI issues? Option A, underscore introspection. Option B, underscore internal. Option C, ITSI underscore summary. Option D, ITSI underscore notable underscore audit. The correct answer is option B. Our next question is, which of the following is recommended best practice for service and glass table design? Option A, plan and implement services first, then build detailed glass tables. Option B, Always use a standard icons for glass table widgets to improve portability. Option C. Start with base searches, then services and then glass tables. Option D. Design glass tables first to discover which KPIs are important. The correct answer is option D. Our next question is, which of the following are deployment recommendations for ITSI? Choose all that apply. Option A. Deployments often require an increase in hardware resource above base Splunk requirements. Option B. Deployments require a dedicated ITSI search head. Option C. Deployments may increase the number of required indexers based on the number of KPI searches. Option D. Deployments should use fastest possible disk arrays or indexers. The correct answer is option A, B and C. Our next question is, anomaly detection can be enabled on which of the following? Option A, KPI. Option B, multi KPI alert. Option C, entity. Option D, service. The correct answer is option A. Our next question is, which index is used to store KPI values? Option A, ITSI underscore summary underscore metrics. Option B, ITSI underscore metrics. Option C, ITSI underscore service underscore health. Option D, ITSI underscore summary. The correct answer is option A. Moving towards the next question. Where are KPI search results stored? Option A, a default index. Option B, KV store. Option C, output to a CSV outlook. Option D, the ITSI summary index. The correct answer is option D. Our next question is, which ITSI functions generate notable events? Choose all that apply. Option A, KPI threshold breaches. Option B, KPI anomaly detection. Option C, multi KPI alert. Option D, correlation search. The correct answers are option A, B and D.